Hey, Anna and Vito here.
What's up?
What's up, guys? Well, one of the things we wanted to talk about was really, truly, how you can make six figures with your home without opening it up for an Airbnb and making that your business all of a sudden, right?
Yeah,
I mean, we never wanted to go into the business of
No,
Airbnb.
I just don't want strangers hanging out here and whatnot.
No.
But if we're going to dig into giving you some value, we do not do anything around here without having a little bit of wine. So cheers. Let's talk about how can you think about, plan for, map out how to add six figures to your life and then some using your house without Airbnb and some weird strangers coming out and hanging with you.
And let me just quickly insert here is that we never really thought about this when we first went into business. As entrepreneurs, this isn't something that was top of mind for us. And so, if you're an entrepreneur at all right now, this is something you've got to listen to because it took us actually years to figure this out, right, Vito?
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that we were kind of clear about was when we found this property and we were house shopping out there and we found large property, amazing view and things like that, and we saw an extra casita on the property that our only thought was, hey, we can bring people here to do private coaching with us. So we're gotta give people a reason to come be with you. So if you're gonna be I wanna monetize my house in a coaching experience or something like that, you gotta be what's the reason I give people to come? We teach people how to build their online businesses and brands and their whole entrepreneurial side of things. So we're okay, that's why they're coming, and they're gonna come and do it in a beautiful location. You wanna do it at a hotel room or a conference center or something like that, as compared to you wanna do it on a beautiful gardens overlooking, but let's if we want to talk about
before you even go into that, let me just insert here too that you have to make your home an experience for people, right? So if you want to start this process of earning six figures with your home, Vito said, give them a reason to come visit you, right? And so you've got to create an experience. It might not be business. Yes, we coach business. We love teaching people how to build their brands. But that's the experience along with being in the vineyard and also tasting great wines and having delicious food and all of those things. So it's really, really important that you know what kind of experience you could give.
Right. Maybe you're I'm going to bring people into the property and I'm going to teach them how to make amazing Persian food. So from now on, they can go out there and be I can cook a badass Persian dinner with people and be that's the experience. You bring them in and you're I have sultans and sheiks and I do all this badass shiz out there. But I taught people, they go home with the experience of I learned how to make the top 5 Persian meals so that I can wow my friends from now on. And they're I did it in an authentic experience.
Yeah.
What authentic
it could also be
experience?
Exactly. And it could also be just where you are. Right? So maybe you don't have a coaching, consulting thing that you do. Maybe you don't teach people how to cook or build businesses or whatnot. But maybe you live in Sedona, Arizona, where it's a healing environment and you want people to be able to immerse themselves in the environment. Right?
Right, but correct. So what are you going to do, though? Are you going to generate the healing experience for them where you're you've curated, hey, you're going to go to this hot spring, you're going to do this, that. Otherwise, you're back into the Airbnb model, which is not what we're trying to show.
It's a experience where you don't have to think about it.
But good God, that's a key thing.
Linked to a promise.
That's a key thing. If you're going to make an experience, do it as it's done for you. People don't want to be thinking about what they got to do. They just want to make the first decision, I want to go.
Right.
And I got a reason to be there. Now you curate everything that goes on there so that they get to immerse themselves in the experience.
That's right.
So that's mission number 1.
That's mission number 1.
Number 1/2.
And the thing is, this can go multiple levels, right? So Vito and I had moved into this home. It was 90 lemon trees, no vineyard planted, no pool, but we saw the vision of what we could create. So it started with people coming out to wine country, to a beautiful property, but it wasn't a vineyard yet. It didn't have a pool, spa. We now have a spa, a garden, an orchard, all these things that we've grown. So now that we can curate an even more intimate experience, right? Mm-hmm. And you can start to go levels deep with this.
I mean, it can go as deep as you want it to go.
Right.
That's up to you to decide what experience do you want to cater and care for people. We were like, if we, in our ideal world, our dream world, we could also bring people and have them on a vineyard. That's our passion. I'm Sicilian. Anna rubs off on my Sicilian and whatnot. Luckily, she can cook like a Sicilian and whatnot.
Hey,
but
I can't cook like a Sicilian at all, but I can cook like an American woman that cooks Italian food.
Way to cheapen the desire of the dream right here.
But American women can cook too.
That's right. That's right. But
here's the deal.
Very different.
You've got to think about the experience you can create with your home environment. And right now, also, maybe you don't live in the home or an area that can create that experience for someone. But you can start this by creating a destination home. So maybe you go rent an Airbnb. You can still make six figures by taking your own trips.
Right. I mean, like, if you can make it a destination, like when we first got here and we had like 90 lemon trees, it's not quite the same thing. We weren't able to create one of our office called Vision in the Vineyards if it was Vision on the Lemon Orchard. It's not quite the same thing. So we had to play into what destination do people want to go to. Right. They love to go grow their dreams, grow their vision on a vineyard versus the lemon grove. So we decided what is the destination we're going to make, and then let's slowly start building that. And that's why we started with the vineyard, because that was going to be the longest process out there.
We're like,
crap, because then if you're like, I could figure out what destination I want to make.
Yep.
And I'm giving people a reason to go there. That's half the battle. You could probably figure out a way to make 5-6 figures just doing those kind of things there.
Just that first thing, yeah.
But for us, we went like another level deeper, that when we're like, okay, we're going to plant the vineyard and we're going to have that out there. But we're like, so now we've got vines and we're going to have grapes.
Well, it was always our vision to make wine.
Well, I don't know if we decided to make wine. We're like, we're going to sell the grapes or we're going to do whatever.
Right.
But we were then like, well, hold on a second. Now that we're going to have the grapes, why can't we bottle and have our own wine line and start to create our own line? So we were like, what additional revenue streams out of the things that you're investing in on the property and things like that can also be turned into other businesses? Now you're putting the sugar in the spice. Now you're starting to put the swirl in the glass. Now you're like,
how would you kind of explain that concept? Like, what's the for someone who, you know, is in their own situation, they've got the experience. Now it's like, what else on my property can I make revenue with?
Okay, so let's go back
to lemons that are in my orchard, or
sure, you're not going to get a lot.
Am I going?
I'm going to be honest. Lemons don't go for a lot. That's why I ripped them out right away.
Exactly it.
That's why I ripped them out right away. But so let's pretend that Persian cooking experience thing.
Right.
You might be like, I have a Persian meal delivery service. I sell Persian spices. I sell Persian dishes like ceramics and stuff. You can figure out what's related to the offer, the experience, can you make other revenue streams out of? So now you are utilizing the fact that, okay, here's another way I can monetize the first steps I took.
That's right.
That's an easy way of thinking about it. For us, it was wine. For us, we're like, that's where we're going to go with that next.
Especially when you have property. If you have multiple acres, like, you could figure out many different ways of how to make more and generate more revenue using your land.
Right. Now, so example one that we didn't see in the beginning, where to Anna's destination experience, we're like, we didn't see the hot tub and the sauna and the things like that. But now that we've decided those, because when our guests are coming out, we're like, if we want to, we can also sell this as a week-long, like, healing, getaway, recovery, restoration. That was the word rejuvenation.
I love it.
Getaway and whatnot.
But also because we're health and fitness fanatics, like, we love that whole industry. That was a big part of how we got into online business in the first place. So that's a big part of our passion is health and wellness. So really giving people that experience too is another thing that we can market in order to, you know, bring people out here. And when we have our wine membership, we're thinking, oh, if people come out to Temecula wine country, they're going to want amenities like that. They're going to go to a spa. They're going to go somewhere like that offers that. We could bring the masseuse here and then do the sauna with the massage and then the jacuzzi.
That's right. And that changes
tasting,
what your offer is. Because if you can make it into an offer as well, because we were like, hey, in the beginning, we didn't have all that stuff, so we weren't charging the same. But now that the experience and the destination grew, we were like, now we can charge more. That's what took it from 5 figures to 6 figures. So you get started, you get in the game, but you start to layer these other elements in. And then probably like one of the like Jedi hidden ones in there is the fact that you can go out and it's going to change your write-offs and what's happening with your taxes and things like that. And that's going to put just as much money back in your pocket to invest back in property or to put into other vehicles. So that saved money, if you will, is going to go out there and help you be like, sweet, now I'm investing in other stuff. So it's extracurricular things because the write-offs put more money back in your pocket to either go invest in other businesses, to go invest in other vehicles. So now you've got this compounding effect of what's happening with the revenue. And that's a pretty sweet spot to be in.
Guys, basically, I mean, the money you save just using your home for anything is like maybe five figures itself, right? We talk to so many accountants and financial advisors that are, you know, they're just like, whoa, you know, this is awesome because now you guys are just keeping more of the money you make. And it's not about how much money you make in this kind of framework, it's how much money you get to keep. So think about what kind of write-offs you could have just by being able to write off a percentage of your home or land and then things that you buy for that home and land. It's all going to come together and just give you more money in your pocket.
That's a huge one. All the expenses that we used to have, like landscaping, certain utilities, the investment in the pool and all those areas. We're like, those all became business write-offs. So all the stuff that would normally be like, I have to go pay for this and I don't see the money back, we're like, it's deductions on our tax returns and things like that, especially let alone earning potential. So,
and when you're making good money, you're building $1 million business plus, you need write-offs, right? And so you got to think about that as like, as your success grows, think about how you can keep more of that money that you're earning, while also obviously paying your dues, that's important, but at the same time, you really can utilize a lot of your property to keep more of that earning.
And I'm sure there's going to be more ways that we figure out along the way. So make sure you stay tuned to this channel, subscribe where you can. There's probably a link somewhere around here to be able to like get more info, go deeper in this kind of
We'd
stuff.
Love to hear your comments.
So we'd love to see like exactly what kind of like legacy, what kind of like vision you have to create your own like destination experience with your house. And it might mean you got to move somewhere new. Don't forget to dream big. When I lived in Orange County, I sure shit did not think about this.
When we lived in Venice Beach, California, we're like, no.
Where you're like, I can make a destination experience in the 6 feet between me and my neighbor.
Reach out and slap your neighbor. That's what you can do in Venice.
Yeah, so get started on it. Dream big.
Enjoy.
Get started.
Hope this video served you.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, consider hitting the like button below.
And if you want to know how to go and build an online coaching brand that can do $500,000 plus with under 100 people so you don't have to live on social media, we created a free training that you can access just by hitting the link in the description below.